pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Kiki QT now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, you damn sure ain't lying. My damn dog spit my damn bill.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd.
Hey, you damn sure ain't lying. Damn dog spit my bill. I'm listening.
Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections.
What the hell? You more answering on hoe. Hey. Hey, that shit still stupid. Even if you would, the answer one answer, that shit dumb as hell. That shit. Ain't nobody no motherfucking YouTube, man. I don't do that. I ain't mad at that shit. I ain't got to pay for that shit.
21.4 miles per hour. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
Damn, y'all gonna block that hoe.
And the Texans.
I ain't say you weren't gonna go. That shit crazy. I ain't never heard that shit like that though.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jeffries. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jeffries. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jeffries. Flushed out right. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jeffries. That's going to be caught by Judy. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. QT now from his end zone. No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A throw out wide to QT, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready? 31. 56. Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Double dog. That's the way. 56.
Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Williams. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll set them back 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, Jeffries. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they're hurt,
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. To throw on second down. Jeffries. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll run it with Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jeffries. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No return here for QT, so this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the... Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Watson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's out right at the 25. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Jeffries eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
Right there, 56. Push him back. Push him back. No. 31.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this a very, very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On second down, it's Williams, and he'll work this one up to about the 38.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, Williams. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Williams. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The busy night continues for Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Jeffries steps away to his left. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Williams, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns, also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Patterson on the carry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Patterson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Once more, they turn to Patterson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Williams is going to have the 1st down and a little more. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Jeffries. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jeffries. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run with Patterson, finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right back to him on 1st down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
On first down, it's Patterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Throwing now, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Texans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.